Clash Royale tips. This tip involves the miner and the tornado. Also, you would need the log or the snowball to make this tip work. And it is, do you know the safety spot, the miner, this spot right here, this spot that you cannot activate the king tower if your opponent plays the miner in this location? It's a lie. You actually can activate king tower. You can use the snowball and the log to give the miner a little bit of a shove. And if you do it really quickly, you can actually pull the miner to the king tower and activate it. Shout out to Awcrap. I'm pretty sure it was Awcrap, which I saw do this maneuver first. Whatever did it first, this is a great tip. Placement for the tornado is right here on this tile, and the timing is pretty much as quickly as possible. It's hard at first, but once you get it, it's pretty good. You can do it. I believe in you. This tip involves the balloon on your opponent's side, and on your side, the miner and the barb barrel. Let's say your opponent has a tank on the field and they use the balloon to attack your princess tower, and you think it's too much of a push and you can't deal with the balloon because the tank is tanking for the balloon. Well, as long as this tank is not a building targeting tank, you can use the miner or you can use the barb barrel to actually pull this tanking unit onto your opponent's side of the arena, and your princess tower will target the balloon, and it might be easier for you to deal with the balloon first and then after the tanking unit. I've seen a lot of pros do this maneuver and it works very well, and it can just win you games. This tip involves the prince and the archers, and that is if a prince is coming towards you, your opponent plays it and you're scared you have nothing to play, well, you can play your archers if you play it correctly to totally counter the prince. So what you do is if the prince is coming down, you play the archers in the middle, but you play it a little early. The archers are slower than the prince. They separate pretty far away. The prince goes for one and then it goes for the other. The distance it has to travel is more than enough with the time of the two towers hitting the prince to take out the prince. This one's good. This tip involves the prince and the zap, and on the other side it has the bandit. If you use the prince and it's going towards your opponent's tower and you know your opponent has the bandit, which is a really good counter to the prince because the charge of the bandit stops the charge of the prince. Well, if you're really quick, you can zap the bandit. It will have to reset its charge duration and it won't get the charge off before the prince impacts it, and it will take out the bandit, and it could put your opponent in a really awkward situation. You're welcome. This tip involves the mini Pekka and the fireball, and that is if your mini Pekka or if their opponent mini Pekka is coming towards your tower and you're like, I have no cards to use to stop this mini Pekka. Well, you can use a fireball, but you gotta make sure you time it right. If you do it too early, the mini Pekka still walks on the tower and gets a swing. So if you wait till the mini Pekka raises his knife, I think it's a knife. It's not a knife. This is a knife. When the mini Pekka raises its mini sword, you throw the fireball, it gets shot back, and with this additional time that it took to raise the sword, it will not get a hit on tower. You're welcome. This tip involves the Hog Rider and the Tornado, and that is if your opponent plays the Hog Rider and it's coming towards your tower, well, you can pre-play the Tornado in this tile right here. I should be pointing at it. That tile there, if you pre-place it a little early, it will pull the Hog Rider towards your King Tower, and you can activate King Tower without the Hog Rider getting a hit. Small tip, but it's good. This tip involves the Giant and pretty much any other building. If your opponent plays the giant at the back, or if it's a little shifted when it's coming over the bridge, a little closer to the middle of the arena, well, you can actually play the building. Usually you would play a building here to pull the giant into the middle, but it's got 20/20 vision or something, because you can actually play the building one tile over and it still gets pulled. It's a longer trip for the giant to get to the building you place, and it's a longer trip for the giant to get from that building that you place once it's destroyed to your tower, and this gives additional time for your two princess towers to shoot it down. This tip involves the Golem, the Tornado, and one other card, and on the other side it has the Pekka. And this is if you want to finish off a tower with the Golem. Let's say you have no big spell and you're having trouble getting the Golem onto your opponent's King Tower because of their annoying Pekka. Well, you can play the Golem at the bridge, and if your opponent responds with a Pekka, you can NATO the Pekka onto your side of the arena and then play a unit, and it will distract the Pekka away from the Golem, and the Golem has the chance to either get on tower, pop, or maybe get a couple of shots, and that's how you can close out a game with Golem against Pekka. This tip involves the royal hogs. Yes, that is it. In this situation, if you take one of your opponent's tower and you play the royal hogs in the pocket because you want to take out your opponent's other princess tower, well, if you play it right in the middle, the hogs split up. And if you don't want this to happen, what you have to do is play the hogs either on one of these two tiles all the way to the back. You can play it all the way at the back or even one tile higher, and all the hogs will go for that princess tower. This is a small tip, but I've been using it a lot recently when I've been playing royal hogs, and it does make a difference, especially to win those close two tower games. I'm running out of tips, so if you have any tips, please let me know in the comment section below. Any Clash Royale tips that you want the Clash Royale community to know, because you know sharing is caring. Also, 2 videos right here, the last tip, the Clash Royale tip video, and also this is just my most previous uploaded video. See you in one of those videos.